Hi guys, welcome back to Housezzat. I hope you are all doing well. Today is a more of an explanation kind of video, instructions probably. So I do a lot of DIYs. A lot of people keep asking me as to the tools I've been using for that particular DIY. So today I'm going to lay down all the tools that I use. I'm going to divide it into two parts, that is heavy duty tools and small or soft tools. So let's dive into the video. Okay, so my most prized possession is this Bosch toolbox, and I frequently use this one. I'll just open up and show what all is in it. So first we have the drilling machine, and along with that we have the drill bits for wood, concrete and metal. We also have the hammer to pin down nails. We have pliers for gripping, stripping, bending electric wires. We have the spirit level to check the level of two holes before actually drilling it, if it forms in one straight line. Something called the wrench, which is used for turning and twisting of bolts. Then we have the measuring tape for measuring the width, the length, breadth of a particular space or an object before actually starting the work. Other than just the drill bits, we have the screwdriving bits and we have the nut bits. Screwdriving bits are used for tightening the screws on the wall or on furniture, and nut bits are used for tightening metal nuts at a faster rate. Okay, so next we have the mechanical saw called GST 650. This is best used for thin 2mm or 3mm wood, plywood or MDF. It's not the best for thick, like beyond I think 5 to 9mm wood. It works best for artistic curves. So with the jigsaw machine you get a T11C blade. It comes with a key to tighten or loosen the blade when in use and when not. Next is the handsaw. Before going for a mechanical saw, it's always better to go for a handsaw because you need to know how you are working with it and how much pressure you need to put to get a desired portion cut off. One of the major drawbacks of a handsaw is that it's really slow and the precision might differ as compared to a mechanical saw. Next is the orbital sander. As you can see, there's a rolling disc base and a speedometer, so you can increase or decrease the speed of the orbital sander. It is used for smoothing down crass wooden surfaces. The orbital nature helps in covering large surface area and glides over curved areas. This paper cutting machine is one of the most efficient tools I've used. It cuts around 10 pages at one go, and you can see as it is extremely sharp. It also has an inbuilt scale, so you can measure how much you want to cut and then you can just go around and do that. So big thumbs up to this as well. Now we'll come down to the small tools. One of the most important products is this small portable screwdriver set. It helps in fixing a lot of hardwares and a lot of products. I also have these jewelry pliers. So there are three types in this. One is round wire, one is chain plier, another is nose plier. I have this basic one to wound the jewelry, metal and all of the small little stuff. So it's really handy, and I think one should really have it if you do a little bit of jewelry DIYs. Next is this basic stationery item, that is the hole puncher. I've used it for leather, canvas, paper. This is a basic stationery that I think everyone who does DIY should have. It's of this brand Kangaroo, which is really famous for stationery items like staplers and erasers, so you can go for this one. Another interesting item that I have is this cloth cutter roller. It's disc shaped and it actually prevents hand fatigue. It gives a seamless cut to fabric, leather, paper, all of these materials. So totally worth it. Go ahead and buy it. This is a gun tacker. It is basically a staple gun for thicker materials like wood, plastic. I've used this in my ottoman video where I had to attach the fabric to the wood. So it's the best instrument to do that if you have to attach any kind of leather or fabric and staple it to the wood, or if you have to staple a kind of canvas material to the wood, any thicker material to the wood, this is the best instrument to go for. But please keep in mind that before buying the staples for this particular tacker, please check the description, check what kind of staples will go along with it. It's very clearly written wherever you buy it, and buy those size of staples only. Otherwise, it's a waste. And trust me, it comes out of experience because I have done the same. So yeah, sometimes small tools are one of the best things ever. So this is one such tool, which is called a snipper. It's usually to snip thread while doing embroidery, or small metal wires for when making jewelry. It's way efficient than scissor, and it's just extremely handy. So this is another instrument that I would, or a tool that I would tell you and totally recommend you to buy. Another perfect tool is this heavy duty puncher. It is usually used to punch holes in cloth, canvas, leather, thick fabrics. So if you're doing any sorts of DIY with these kind of textured materials and want a hole punched in it, this is the tool to go for. It gives great precision. What you have to do is just place it where you want to punch and just hammer it on top of it. So it'll create that kind of punch. This is a rubber mallet hammer. It is used because it has soft blows, because it's made of rubber. So it does the same work as a hammer would, but it's mostly used for surfaces that you want no damage in. So this is a wire mesh cutter. It's usually found with gardeners or construction workers, but I bought this for a particular DIY, and it's used for cutting metal meshes, the rolls that you get in hardware stores. But if you're doing a DIY that involves a mesh, a metal mesh, this is the perfect tool to cut it out. Do not use a scissor. Please buy this. It's not very expensive. I think I bought it for $150 or something like that. I don't remember the price, but it's not very expensive and safe. So do not try to cut it out with knife or scissors or wire mesh. This is the tool to go for. This is a DIY's favorite tool, a glue gun. It's a perfect solution to a lot of problems like sticking two materials together, or gluing any kind of fabric, any kind of wood, everything. A lot of solutions come out of the glue gun. A lot depends on the quality of the glue stick that you buy. I got these Gorilla sticks. I'll put the link down below. They are expensive for sure, but you get like for 1,000 or 1,500 rupees, you get around 45 sticks, and they last for a good amount of time. So these glue sticks are the best to go for glue gun. Lastly, I would tell you about these 3 cutters. These are 3 different sizes of cutters. You can use it for paper, cloth, bamboo sheets, or jute sheets, a little thicker material or thinner material. According to the size and thickness of the material, you can go for either of these cutters. This is a thin knife cutter. It's used for intricate work. If you've made an art and if it has a lot of flows, you want to cut out the extra pieces around it, or if you want to cut out extra pieces from a fabric which requires a lot of precision, this is the cutter you have to go for. Totally go-to tool. Along with these cutters who do the basic work, this pen knife cutter is a must-have. So that's it guys, this is the hardware tool and the soft tools that I have that makes me do all the DIYs that I do at home. Hope you liked the video. All the links of these products will be down below. So I will always see you again. Until next time, over and out.